Five Finger Death Punch performed to a sold-out crowd last night in Denver, Colorado, and it was during that show that the fans got a surprising announcement from the band's frontman, Ivan Moody, who announced the next record with Five Finger Death Punch will be his last, and he's retiring from metal. By the way, before we continue, I wanted to say thank you. Many of you are returning viewers. I'd appreciate it very much if you could hit that subscribe button. It makes a big difference for us and helps the channel grow. Five Finger Death Punch is one of the most active touring bands on the planet. Since they formed in 2005, they've practically been on the road non-stop. Nearly every year, they've done more than 100 shows. That work they've put in has built them quite the audience worldwide. Not only are they big here in the States, anywhere they go in Europe, they're doing gigantic shows, which they did earlier this year. And again, this year as well, Five Finger Death Punch have been on the road nonstop. They did the European festival circuit. Then they came over here for that tour with direct support from Megadeth, which has been a huge success for them. And they're about to hit the road with Brantley Gilbert for a country crossover tour, which is also surely going to be a success for them. But from all of that touring, it's not without cost. Being on the road really wears you down and is exhausting. And in a surprise announcement last night during Death Punch's Colorado show, Ivan Moody told the crowd the next album with Five Finger Death Punch will be his last before he retires from heavy metal. Now, that's a careful selection of words, with some fans pondering whether or not Moody could make the jump to country music. He's a country aficionado. He has collaborated in the past with people like Brantley Gilbert. They also teamed up with Kenny Wayne Shepherd for Blue on Black. So this was a special show for Ivan last night because he's from the Denver area, and he took the stage with two of his kids and gave a speech. He said, "No one else in the world knows." And he told the crowd he made a deal with his kids earlier in the day that the next record would be his final album with Five Finger Death Punch, and he would be retiring from heavy metal. Here's Ivan.
And so I wanted to tell you this, and nobody else in the world knows Denver, so this is where it's going to start. And what you do with it is up to you. The last 15 years of my life, I have toured the world. I have seen every country, every city on this planet at least twice. That's a fact. And through that time, as many of you parents know, hard workers, I have missed a lot of time with my kiddos. So I made them a deal today, and I'm gonna stick to it. After this year, I'm going to make one more Five Finger Death Punch album, and then I am retiring from heavy metal. You have my mic stand? Get out of here. But I wanted to start that here and tell all of you, from day one when I decided to be a singer, playing places like the Island Park Saloon, the Bluebird Theater, the Ogden, and we were supposed to play Red Rocks. We'll have to do that one more time, right? Can I play Red Rocks one more time? I owe you everything. Colorado, Five Finger Death Punch, and every knucklehead on this planet, thank you. So, now, there's a kid over there, and there's a kid up there. Would you please hand them the bats for me? Just talk to Richie, he'll follow you.
So there you have it from Ivan directly. This is something that is raising a lot of eyebrows among Death Punch fans. We had numerous messages about this. Five Finger Death Punch is a band that is still growing. They've become a global force in heavy metal. They're the biggest they've ever been and still climbing. And so the fans are obviously very concerned. They want the band to continue, and they have such a strong connection with Ivan. He is one of the more authentic frontmen you'll find out there. He has a good connection with this fan base. They relate to him a lot, but at the same time, he has certainly paid his dues. They, again, have had one of the hardest touring schedules of any band out there, and it's fair to say, again, he has given all of himself to his fan base, and the guy definitely deserves to spend as much time with his friends and family as he wants. So we'll see how this plays out, but Five Finger Death Punch, again, a huge band. This is a very big deal if he does actually go on to retire, but it is an interesting way he kind of framed that, and a lot of people are speculating on what that could mean with him saying, I'm retiring from metal. It would be very interesting to see if he dipped his foot in another genre, like, let's say, country music. He's certainly got the voice for it. He's got the connections, and plenty of Death Punch fans love country music. And this is classic Ivan. He sure knows how to get the people talking. He is as entertaining as always. There's been a strong reaction to this, and if you're a Death Punch fan, let us know in the comments what you think of this. And if Ivan Moody put out a country record, are you riding for that? Let us know in the comments. Thanks again for tuning in. Remember, if you're a returning viewer, hit that subscribe button, and thank all of you for tuning into Rock Feed.